Welcome to Finance Dojo. We aim to be the best personal finance educational channel you'll ever need. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you won't miss out. Many of us have these frugal habits that we assume would help us save money but end up costing us more. In today's video, I'll go over the first 5, plus I have an extra tip for a total of 6 that you won't want to miss. Number 1. Expensive items. There are other ways in which this may be used. Consider a dishwasher or refrigerator. I, like many other frugal people, used to buy the least expensive option available, even though these appliances are expected to endure for many years. For example, I once bought a cheap refrigerator that promptly broke and I had to send it back. Returning was a hassle, so I went ahead and bought a more expensive model that turned out to be the better choice. On more expensive products, we can try to save money by obtaining something cheaper, but in the long run, it saves us money to buy a high-quality product that will last a long time instead of the cheapest alternative. When purchasing a major price item like a vehicle or a house, we tend to justify spending a little more money by telling ourselves that the difference is negligible. However, when it comes to saving $50 at the grocery store, how much effort do we put in? We should remember that an extra $50, $500, or even a few $1,000s are still money when we're purchasing expensive products, and not just toss it off since we're already spending so much on the item. Number 2. Neglecting to invest in yourself. I used to be very frugal when it came to myself. Sometimes, I would spend more money on my business or others because I felt I shouldn't spend it on myself. There were drawbacks to this, but as I look back over the last few years, I've realized that the money I've spent on myself has had the most influence on my life and has helped me make more money. Books and my thoughts have been some of the finest investments. Now you can acquire books from a library, but I prefer to have them so I can make notes in them, read them many times, or go back and look at things that struck me. Those books, especially Rich Dad Poor Dad, have altered my life and my thinking and made me thousands of dollars, but a lot of people are too cheap to spend the $20 on the book. If you just get one concept, it can completely transform your life for generations. For example, since I learned about house hacking and how to live for free in a fire environment, my wife and I were able to quit our jobs in our 20s and sort of just hang out, and my other family members were able to change their lives. Many people, especially frugal ones, are too cheap to spend money on important things. Number 3. Making the wrong purchases to save money. Let me be clear. I strive to choose the least expensive choice in practically everything I do, but there are a few times when I've truly paid the price. One would be with equipment. If you are buying something you know you will use for a long time, or if you have a side business, it's not simply a weekend hobby, it's something you'll do regularly as a necessary investment for your business. Avoid purchasing the cheaper model available because they are useless and will cost you money. I've bought numerous cheap laptops that died within a couple of months, but then I paid money on a quality one and I accidentally spilled water on it and it's ruined. When it comes to business costs or things that are genuine investments into a few various parts of your life, you want to buy high quality items, so I do want to try to save as much as I can. Number 4. Wrong DIY projects. Some things genuinely make sense to DIY, such as the handful of showers I've built myself, which work out well. However, some things don't make sense to DIY. When determining whether something is worthwhile or not, there are a few things I need to consider. Number 1. The total cost. Number 2. How much will their supply cost? Number 3. How long will this project take to complete? Number 4. Do I really know how to do this, or will it take me a long time to learn? Number 5. Am I motivated to complete this? When everything is said and done, you must determine whether it is truly worth your time. I believe that many individuals, especially those who are trying to save money, fail to value their time. It didn't take long to complete some of the larger jobs, such as the shower styling. It took around a day and a half, and hiring someone else would have cost me about $2,000. However, when it comes to lesser tasks, such as creating your soap, deodorant, or laundry detergent, you must consider if it is worth the effort and the money required to purchase the necessary equipment. Sometimes you can make some of these things in a half day and it would have cost the same to buy them locally, or it would have been more practical to labor for an hour rather than a day and use that money to purchase the items right away. Number 5. Save money on your health. I used to like doing this, where I would always buy the cheapest food I could find, such as whatever was on sale, and the cheapest meat, rice, bread, and wheat. Everything was the cheapest it could be, regardless of how nutritious it was. Same with exercise. I would purchase the cheapest gym membership and work out at home instead of investing in my health. There's nothing wrong with working out at home or getting a cheap gym membership, but there are long-term implications to what you eat and how you exercise. Since a gym membership became too pricey, if you never leave the sofa, you may attempt working out from home, but it's very difficult to sustain that motivation over the long run, and you don't exercise much as a result. If you start to experience knee or back difficulties later on, you might need to visit a doctor. The additional tip I have for you today is number 6. Keep an eye out for poor thrift shopping habits. You might save money by shopping at thrift stores, but it can also be so much fun that you end up buying things you don't need just because you think you're getting a good deal. The thing to be on the lookout for is that certain second-hand shops may prey on shoppers who want to save money but aren't truly aware of how much items cost. This dodgy business uses predatory pricing to overcharge for used items. The greatest thing you can do in cases like this is to keep your phone close by when you visit thrift shops and secondhand stores, so you can swiftly and easily check what the price would be for identical products online. The eBay app is one of my favorites for this, since it makes it quick and simple to check the most current sold and for sale pricing, ensuring that you're receiving the greatest deal possible. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. You should always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.